Alright, let's get it going. Let's get it going. See if it's good or not. 1997 is when it came out. Alright, so it's got passwords. That's good. Hold on, let me make sure the sound's working right. Alright. I think you guys should be able to hear it pretty decently. If it's too loud, too quiet, let me know. I'll fix it. Game select, standard mode or light mode. Where's hard mode? Where's hard mode? I want hard mode. Well, we're not playing light mode. Standard mode. I'm not wussing out. Alright, we got a story here. This is the tale of a young girl's struggle to single-handedly provide Transylvania a place ruled by madness and despair with the light of hope. This is cool, getting a little backstory here. Not much, but I mean better than nothing. Yeah, we're definitely no light mode. If that was hard mode, I would have picked it. Dude, that looks badass right there. That looks cool. Alright, so there's our map. Alright, we already have a great rendition of the Bloody Tears theme. I love that. You don't get to hear that much in a lot of the games I've played so far. Actually, none. So this is pretty cool. She was the matriarch of the family until IGA Oh, that sucks. That sucks. This is your favorite of the Game Boy Castlevania. Awesome. Looking forward to it then. Let's see what we can do with it. What's this meter down there at the bottom? It says B. Alright, so we've got the range attack here. These maggots or whatever they are. Boss life bar, okay, so they've gone ahead and put that on there. Is this the only Castlevania game that has a female protagonist as the main character? I know Sypha's in Castlevania 3, but as far as like a main character, this is maybe the only one that has a female lead character. That's cool. But being retconned out, come on, man, that's stupid. I can't believe they did that. I almost didn't grab the rope there. I think I had that. Okay, what is that? The pork chop? Okay. Just making sure the controls here. She didn't automatically grab it. Okay, you can slide down that quickly as well. Portrait of Ruin has two. Okay. That's cool. This controls really well. I like the music. Graphics are good. Looks like it's going to be a fun one. Recently released a leak of a Dreamcast game which featured the same protagonist as we see here. Well, that's unfortunate. Wow, that's content we never got to play. That sucks. Okay, grabbing the rope is a bit of a problem. I'm all the way back at the beginning. You have to press something to grab onto the rope, apparently. She doesn't just grab it. That's different from the previous one. Alright, I need to practice getting on that rope. Because apparently that's going to be a skill I need to know about, or we're going to be in trouble here. What did I just do? Oh my god, what is this? Dude, something just happened. I like activated some kind of super mode. How did I do that? Alright, so you don't press a button, you hold up. You hold up, alright. Victor, welcome in. How you doing today, Victor the Impaler? Yep. We finished a Castlevania hack earlier called Castlevania Reborn. Now we're giving this one a look. I've never played it before. Oh, okay, there is so much going on here. Jonathan Morris, the son of John Morris from Bloodlines, and Charlotte. Okay, and then there's... Wow. I have so much catching up to do with Castlevania Go 10. So much catching up. I'm so far behind. And I love this series, too. I need to learn more about it. Okay, grab the rope. Good. I haven't gotten any weapons yet. And I used some kind of, like, super move that I didn't even know existed by accident. Victor, hope you're having a great Thursday, man. Welcome in. Just got a one-up. Good, that made up for when I fell off the rope earlier. Music's cool. This is the last place I expected to hear the Bloody Tears theme was on a Game Boy game. Alright, nothing going on down there. That B meter down at the bottom is gone ever since I used that super special move, and I don't know how I did it or what it does or anything. That was weird. Okay, also something different here, guys, as well. The jumping in this game is not like Castlevania. I can change direction in midair. That's something completely different. That is completely different. Most Castlevania games, you jump in a direction, you commit to that direction. You can't change it. So that's something different to work with here. I'm sure I'll have to put that into play at some point. All these hearts and no weapon to use them on. Wall meat? Anything hidden in the walls in this one? I'll check. There's an Apple Arcade Castlevania game that, like, on mobile. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I just do? Like, got dumped into a zombie pit? Uh-oh. I don't know if I was supposed to be in here or not. Alright, got a little pattern working here. Alright, what's this gonna do? That was weird. Is it gonna happen again if I hit that candle, or am I gonna get like a real power-up this time? There was only one way to learn that. Now we know. That's a troll. Dumping me in a pit of zombies. Hold on, this is too loud on my end. I'm gonna turn it down. I don't want you guys to get an echo. I can't hear it at all. Hold up. We're having... There we go. That's better. Don't want you guys to hear an echo. I have to keep it a little bit quieter on my end to avoid that. New Castlevania game out for Apple Arcade with its subscription service. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Belmonts went missing after Richter. I'm going to have to read up on some of this history. I want to know more. I definitely want to know more, being such a fan of this series, and I know so little about it. Alright, can I actually jump that high? I can, okay. Alright, well that's working pretty solid. Those guys are no threat at all. Okay, we can go up here or we can go right here. Alright, so I'm going to use one of my rules from RPGs. Explore the whole floor before you switch to another floor. I'm going to apply that logic to this game and see if it helps. Now, Bloodlines, I haven't played that yet either. We're going to get to that for sure, Retro Fan. Bloodlines, I've seen played on stream from multiple people, Goten included, and Mr. Yeti. And some of that is going to be really difficult. I'm looking forward to Bloodlines. It looks incredibly fun to play. I've never actually played it myself, but it looks wonderful. I am looking forward to playing that at some point. There's the axe. Okay. How do you use it? How the heck do you use it? Nothing's working. Oh, what's this? Collection item. Soul weapon. Is this how I pick stuff? I can't pick anything. Any of you guys played this? Know how this works? I can't choose the axe, and it says soul weapon. I don't know how to pick that. I don't know what I'm doing here. There's new stuff going on. It won't let me use the axe. So if we hadn't gone left here, I wouldn't have been able to pick that up, and I would have missed it. If I hadn't gone to the right there. Let me see. John Morris did wield the vampire killer, but because he wasn't a Belmont by blood, the whip actually hurt him. Eventually killed him. His trained son Jonathan did not rely on the whip. Jonathan was like, "What the fuck, Dad?" It wasn't until Eric Lacard, as a ghost, he died before the events of Portrait of Ruin revealed to Jonathan, and John died from using the vampire killer too much. Okay, that's cool, because, yeah, Jonathan is the main character in Bloodlines, and you can play as Eric as well, and he's got, like, a spear or something. I've never seen anyone actually play a lot with Eric. Most of the time people play as Jonathan, because he's, like, the standard Castlevania-type character. Don't use traditional sub-weapons. Okay. That is oh, there's the meat. Gotta get that. Nice. Alright. This is still level 1, by the way. This is a really long level 1. Can't believe we're still on level 1. Jonathan's the main character of Portrait of Ruin. John is the one using Bloodlines. Okay, I got you. I got you. I gotta get the timeline and all that stuff right. I need to spend some time studying up off stream. Jonathan is his son, alright. Yeah, Goten, some of these questions you've actually asked in your trivia sessions, and it's kind of been like a wake-up moment for me, been like, okay, so that's how that works. Am I gonna get dropped in another zombie? Oh my god. This part's kind of trolly. Alright, if we get a decent little pattern going here, they can't get me. Very cool right there. Oh, they got me anyway. Alright, I believe that's enough zombies. Can we stop spawning? Alright, there we go. Oh, the fireball hit it! Well, that sucks. All my health is being taken away in these zombie pits. I'm getting trolled. Weapon collection is for the true ending. Okay, so we really do need to find everything then. Need to explore the levels very well. It's gonna be another zombie pit. It better not be. It's a heart. What do hearts do? Hearts haven't done anything so far. I've got 53, but I've got no special weapons to use them on. Getting some slowdown here. This is a long level 1. I can't believe we're still on level 1. That ghost is gonna get me. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All the way back here. Not very friendly with checkpoints in this one. This one's harder than that hack I was playing. Or refuels your soul weapons, which I guess I don't. How did I do that? I just did something, that super move again. And like, it drains that meter at the bottom. That's weird. I don't know how I'm doing that. Alright, so we gotta get the soul weapons from beating bosses. Which we've not found a single boss so far yet. This is more difficult than I was anticipating. That's good. We want it to be hard. I like these kind of grinds. Get this crap off me. Alright, doesn't look like you can break any walls in this one. And since we don't have a soul weapon yet, hearts aren't going to do any good. Still going. This is such a long level. Face paint the bats, apparently, since I'm not doing a very good job killing them. Well, that looks like it could be a secret or something. Alright, the meat's not hidden in the wall in this one. It's just in normal candles. I guess that's going to help. That was so trolly earlier when that meat despawned right in front of me playing that hack. That was unreal. We're still on level 1, guys. This is unreal. Castlevania games normally don't have these long of levels. We're gonna be at the... Is this a boss? It's a gargoyle, okay. Rondo of Blood is pretty sweet too. What little I've played of it, looking forward to playing through it sometime. Yeah, I definitely want to try it at some point as well. I'm looking forward to that one. Gone for a bit, did you beat the hack? Yep, Grandma, we got it. It wasn't that bad. Difficulty was not too severe on that one. I've definitely seen worse. Alright, so this guy's gonna dive bomb me. Maybe we need to be at range. Got a swooping attack. That's bringing back bad memories of Ghosts and Goblins. Here comes the swooping attack. Can we dodge it? We can. Alright. Yeah, that guy was no red Aramer, was he? That guy was no red Aramer, that's for sure. Thank God about that. Well, there's level 1. Rondo's awesome. Yeah, I gotta try it sometime. Alright, we have a giant skull head. Alright, so apparently we got a soul weapon, a tornado, it looks like. How do we use that? Okay, that looked like it did something like the watch does. Does that stun everything on the screen? It does. Dude, that's awesome. I have a permanent watch now. Look at that. That's kind of OP, man. I'm gonna abuse the hell out of that. Oh, they had to bring that thing back, didn't they? I can stun you, though. There's nothing you can do about it. I can stun you. Maybe we should be up top. There's a lot of candles and stuff. Maybe we should go up there. Is Rondo of Blood available on any system besides the TurboGrafx CD, or is it not? Like, has it ever been released as like part of another collection or something that I could just pick up easily? Because I could just play Dracula X, but I mean, if Rondo of Blood is like the complete version of that, I would rather play that. Dude, that is awesome. I've got a permanent watch now. That's going to help so much. I bet that doesn't work on bosses, though. That'd be way too good. I don't know. It kind of works on them in Castlevania 1. You can, like, stop Medusa with the watch and stuff, and I use it on the bat. Alright, that guy's no threat at all. And we got 30 hearts now, so I can do a lot of stunning. That's supposed to be one of those hunchback guys. That was kind of creepy looking. Wind stopwatch. Ice restores life. Dude, they've added all kinds of stuff to this game. Stun that skull head. Flame's a dagger, but better. Dude, I'm digging that. The different stuff they've done with this. This is a Castlevania game, but with like a lot of extra added things they put into it. I like that. Alright, these guys are no threat at all if I just launch fireballs at them. Alright, I'm kind of leery of candles now because I'm worried I'm going to be dropped into another hole with zombies in it, which has already happened a couple of times, but there's no way to know. You don't know if it's going to be one. I guess we have to check everything. Is there like a secret or anything over here? There's nothing, okay. Well, those guys can't get me from there. Saint, better than flame, but can only fire one at a time. Magic, a nuke-like attack. Alright, so we've got a lot of magic skills we're going to pick up in this one. Probably not going to have time to finish it today. I'll have to pick it up maybe tomorrow. Because this does have passwords I saw. We can definitely continue progress on this tomorrow if I run out of time. What time is it? It's 1:55. I've got like a little bit over an hour left, so we'll see how far we can get. It looks like you just can't break a wall in this one. That's ingrained in my head and for Castlevania games. Whip walls and you get good stuff, but apparently that's not going to be a thing in this. Bought it in Symphony of the Night 2-game collection on PlayStation Network a while back. Man, I keep hoping they'll bring Symphony of the Night to some other platform, but it looks like PlayStation nails down the rights to so much stuff that it never gets released anywhere else. That's really disappointing. Like, I'm kind of worried the Final Fantasy VII remake that I really want to play is not going to be put on anywhere else. I'm really getting worried about that. Oh, we got a collapsing bridge. Okay. There gonna be enemies on it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there we go. We gotta find that hidden item, too. We want to collect all the items and get the true ending. God knows we did enough of that in Ghosts and Goblins, but I mean... I want the true ending in every game. I want to half-ass it. Might be good if I just keep using that. There we go. Oh, got a bit of a maze here. So I'm gonna see what's over here. Actually, let's go down one screen just to have a look at it. Let's see what's down here. Dude, there is so many different ways to go here. I didn't know this was gonna be like a Metroidvania. And there's no map. We'll just have to figure it out. No map. Okay, is this jump even doable? Yes. All that for health. Alright, nothing else there. Gotta explore everywhere, man. Don't know what I'm gonna find. Alright, so we're going down again. How is that supposed to work? I'm assuming I can't walk on those spikes. Dude, this is a freaking mess here. I don't know where to go. What is this, like a dart nut from Zelda 2? Except he's a lot weaker. Oh, there's nothing here? Dude, there's nothing here. That sucks. All that way for nothing. Oh, it got rid of the spikes. Okay. Well, that's handy. I didn't count on that. Let's, I don't even know if this is the right direction that we're supposed to be going. There was another way to go up back there that I didn't take. I don't know if you can go back that far now or not. I don't even remember how to get back that far. Is this the way I'm supposed to be going, or is this like for a hidden item? Alright, well this guy apparently can't get me if I just stay right here. Now if this was like the blue dark nut in Zelda 2, we'd be in trouble because that one throws knives at you. And by the way, Zelda 2, we're going to be playing a lot of that on stream as well. I've got some challenge ideas for Zelda 2. My favorite Zelda game, by the way. There's definitely some things I want to do with that game. I'm just going to use the wind here, or whatever it's called. I want to call it the watch. This is a really fun game so far. I've enjoyed this. They're pretty generous with power-ups and stuff here. What if there's a secret or something up here? There's got to be something, right? They wouldn't just stick an enemy up here with no rhyme or reason to it, would they? Maybe they would. Okay. Well, that's weird. I'm probably not going to find all the items. It's like a guessing game here. I probably already missed something because I don't know where I'm going. Alright, no boss fight here. Can't reach those candles. Sometimes they put candles in spots where you just can't get them. Alright, we got a boss fight. What's it gonna be? Dragon. Alright, I'm using this like superpower move because last time I made it work by accident by hitting both buttons, and apparently that's how you do it. See, she's invincible when that's going on. That is really way too powerful. That is powerful as hell, man. I missed the secret item. Well, I guess that means we'll just have to play it again in the future and get them. Alright, so we have like a special power now. Try it. Goten, you said that gives health back. Maybe we don't need to use that yet. Dude, this is awesome, being able to like have multiple power-ups with me at the same time. Ghost and Goblins Resurrection let me do that, but that was a cruel game. That game did not treat me very nice. So, if you guys want to play an extraordinarily difficult game, I recommend Ghost and Goblins Resurrection. I think that's the hardest video game I've ever played. Of all the games I've played, I think that's the hardest. How do you get over this? Alright, now let's try this. This is supposed to heal me or something? Full health. Okay, how do you get past this? Oh. Obviously, right? You just go around it. You just go around it. Kind of like you just walk over it. You just walk over it. Alright, these levels are getting tougher. That heal magic spell cost a lot of hearts, too. So I can totally understand that, because that's going to be, like, pretty overpowered in a boss fight. Alright, we have, like, an alien creature going down the ropes there. That was awkward. Climbing on these ropes here also is, it's pretty easy to do. It works just like in the previous Castlevania game, Castlevania 2 on Game Boy. Works just the same. The ropes took the place of the stairs, because you guys know in Castlevania games it's always about stairs. Well, in the Game Boy games it's about climbing ropes. I'm about to die here again. Alright, just get past this guy! No! Alright, stun him. We don't have enough magic to use that healing spell. I'm gonna try it. See if it costs 10 or more. Costs more than 10, okay. That's to be expected. That's to be expected. I'm gonna die here. Yeah. Now I start back here with 0 hearts and the leather whip, and that kinda sucks. Need to farm hearts again. What is that thing? It looks like an alien. Like from the movie Alien? That's what that looks like. I guess they made the Hunchback guys weaker. Trolly ghost. Really trolly ghost there. Oh my god, what am I supposed to do with this? Don't have the... I can't reach him. It's 1 pixel away from hitting him. Literally 1 pixel from hitting him. Alright. Making a little bit of progress here. Let's see what this is. Didn't even see what that was. I guess it was 1 heart. Enemies are respawning, should have known that. It's a retro game, enemies always respawn. Because they're coded to appear when you get to that point in the screen, and whether you've been there or not already, the game doesn't take notice of that. Oh boy. Alright, well he can't get me from there. This legend seems pretty cool for original Game Boy. It does. This is my first time to actually try it. And I'm having a good time. Alright, well I've got my super move you use by hitting A and B together, so I guess we'll use that. Destroy the fire? Yeah. Gonna jump on me? I'm using it. Now I can face tank him. That wasn't even the boss. That was like a mini boss. Now I just wasted my power up. That was not even the boss, guys. Holy crap. That was too early in the level. I should have known. Alright, what's that over there? 1 heart. Well, you can pick left or right to go in, and I went the dead-end way. Perfect. Everything's gonna respawn on me now. I definitely would have enjoyed this game as a kid if I had owned it. The only one I actually owned as a kid growing up was the original one, Castlevania The Adventure, which was kind of iffy for a Castlevania game. I mean, it's good, but it's got flaws. This one's definitely an upgrade in every way to that one. Alright, we should probably equip the tornado for the stun. Alright, Just needed good timing on that guy. Looks like we can go left here, we can go up. I don't know where the hidden items are, so I'm just gonna have to pick a direction and go with it. I got lucky finding that axe earlier. Let's see what... Is this gonna be health over here? That'd be great if it was. Not. Okay. Well, screw it then. Nostalgic Rhino, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Hope everything's going well with you today, man. Rhino is also another streamer. I need to add him to my shout-out list. Yeah, I need to add you. I'm going to make a note real quick to add you after the stream is over. But yeah, you guys go check Rhino out. He's also another streamer. Really nice guy. I've hung out in his stream several times. Usually a lot of you guys stream when I'm having to work, but I like to pop in anyway and chill. So, Rhino, welcome in, man. Hey, Steamy, what's going on, man? Well, also welcome in. Things are going quite well today. We beat a Castlevania hack. Now we're playing a Game Boy version of it. But let's, is this thing gonna, like, spin me into the spikes or something? No, it's just gonna be a ledge that moves up and down with no problem whatsoever. Yeah, because I was totally right about that. I'm always expecting the worst in these kind of games, and sometimes they just troll me and it's like something way simple. I'm just like stuck here. Yeah, Rhino, I'm gonna get you added to my shout-out list. I don't have a bot, unfortunately. I'm very low-tech. I don't have much time off-stream to do stuff. That guy respawned immediately! Oh, you troll! You troll, and I'm out of lives. How far back are we? Back at the very beginning? Okay, we didn't go back far at all. Okay, is this that part where I got stuck going to the left? I think it is. Yeah, okay, we did lose ground here, but not too much. No problem on the shout-out, man. Now we got a nice leather whip. We got downgraded. Dude, this is a harder game than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was honestly not going to be that bad, but I guess I didn't learn my lesson from the first two Castlevania games on Game Boy, which actually are difficult. How am I streaming from the Game Boy? I'm not, unfortunately. I'm having to use a emulator. But I only use emulator for games I actually own. So I have the physical copy of this game, but I'm not able to directly stream it from the Game Boy. There's probably a way, I just don't know how to do it. But yeah, I'm using an emulator for it. If there's an actual way to stream from my real Game Boy, I would actually try and do it because that would be a lot of fun. I've still got my original Game Boy. I think I picked a different direction to go this time. We went left this time. Been lurking in Coyote, stream a lot, spend all my channel points on PG Gaming. I've never spent any points there in Coyote stream. I'm just accumulating points because I lurk in there every day. I'm at like 200,000 points now there. I've been lurking there for quite a long time. Dude, this is a freaking Metroidvania. There's like a million ways to go now. And everything respawns. I did not mean to use that. Jesus. Alright, well now we can face tank. You can walk on the spikes with this going. That's cool. I'm just gonna go left here. Alright, is this gonna be like a mini boss fight or what? I've still got the crap whip here. We didn't upgrade the whip. This is not a typical formula for a Castlevania game that this one's following. This is a little all over the place. I like it though. Yeah, you can definitely stream Super Game Boy with plugged into the Super Nintendo, and then you use your typical game capture card for that. That would work just fine to stream Super Game Boy plugged into a Super Nintendo. This is how you stream retro games and other stuff. I've got this plugged into the Switch right now. It's an Elgato Game Capture HD 60 card. It's what pretty much everybody uses for capturing all their non-PC related gaming. Oh wow, I think I bumped into the spikes. All the way back down here again. This level's getting tough, guys. And I don't even know where to go. This is a trolly level. Yeah, they are respawning hardcore on me right now. I was talking about that earlier. The respawn in these kind of games isn't meant to troll you. It's just programmed for an enemy to spawn when you appear as the character on the screen. And the game doesn't keep track of whether you've killed it or not. It respawns automatically just for re-entering the screen. Because as a kid, I thought I was just being trolled, that the developers were being hateful. But that's actually just the way the games were programmed at that time. There may have been no other way to do it. Alright, so I went left last time and I ended up finding not much, but there was another path to go over here, so we're going to try this way. It's going to be a process of elimination. You're going to stream Jump King. Somehow you don't rage at Jump King, do you, Steamy? Jump King makes me rage hardcore. Though I don't regret playing it. I had a good time playing it. It's just... sometimes it just drove me absolutely crazy sometimes, but that's okay too. I mean, I like playing hard games on stream, but sometimes they push the limits a little bit. Alright, so we went left here last time and it was just a dead end, so we gotta go up this time. Yeah, there would have to be definitely some kind of modifications, Grandma, because I don't think there's anything that like connects directly from the Game Boy. You could like plug into like an AC adapter or something like that. You would have to have some heavy modding going on for that. I would like to see someone do it though, because that would be really cool to see. That person will not be me, because I'm not very technically skilled or anything, but I'd like to see somebody do it. We just got an item. Okay. Well, I missed the one on level 2. That sucks. We can't get the true ending now. It's going to be like Ghosts and Goblins. They're going to make me play half the game again if I don't get all the items. No, surely not, right? Surely not. It wouldn't be that cruel. Alright, now we got to go back, because it was a dead end to the left. It just put me in a room with a bunch of monsters that I had to clear out. Alright, Rhino, I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it, dude. You have a productive day at work, and I appreciate the dropping in and lurking. Good to see you, man. So I will catch you later for sure. Chapter 4 is much harder than Chapter 3, not even close. Still have to do Chapter 4. That's a good challenge. We're gonna do that for sure, Steamy. You know we're gonna do that. We've played enough Jump King to where I can't, like, not do all the content on stream for it. That doesn't mean I'm not dreading it, but I mean... we're gonna do it. I needed a little break from Jump King, honestly. After all that speed running and stuff, I needed a bit of a chill time from Jump King. I was pushing myself pretty hard on some of that speed run challenge, and now that I'm pretty satisfied with where that went, I'm kind of taking a little break. But we're going to be back to that, so don't worry about that. We'll get there. Just got so many games to play, man. I feel like I could stream for the next 10 years. I just stunned that guy right on top of me. Perfect. You can't just respawn like that. That's not fair. You gotta at least give me a chance. Okay. Oh man, that was getting to be a bit nasty. You don't want to play that chapter. I've seen that chapter played a little bit. There's a huge streamer I saw playing it, and I watched for like 5 minutes. I believe it was Ms. Kiff. I don't know that much about big streamers. I don't watch them. But the Jump King DLC came out, and he was playing it, and I watched for a while, and I was like, holy God, this is really, really nasty. But that's all I saw from it. I didn't see much. So that's going to be a pretty blind playthrough when we do that. And I'm trying to avoid seeing any, like, spoilers from it. I hate this guy! I hate this guy. He keeps respawning. Now I've got 1 hit point left. I'm so screwed. No health. Perfect. And I don't have any hearts left, so I can't cast the healing spell. How far back? Not that far, okay. It's a tough game, man. It's fun, but it's tough. I like it. I'm not happy we missed the power-up, the spec collection item on level 2, but I didn't know where it was. I had no clue. But I mean, I don't like using a guide or anything like that. I like playing through stuff just blind. It's more authentic. And yeah, I do play stuff I played as a kid, but there's a lot of things I don't remember, so a lot of times I'm going into games blind a lot of times. But for the games I'm familiar with, that's when we try and like increase the challenge, like 1 credit clear, deathless run, or find some other way to make it harder. Alright, we got a 1-up up there. That's really good. I'm glad I went on that side. It's worth checking everything. And I also would have enjoyed this game as a kid if I had owned it back then. I own it now, but I bought it used from Blockbuster. My Blockbuster was a huge one. They actually had Game Boy games for rent. That was the only one I ever saw that did. I'm sure they did in bigger cities and stuff. I don't exactly live in a huge area. But I got so many games for very cheap prices back in the day when Blockbuster started clearing out games that they didn't want anymore for rent. Alright, is this going to be a boss fight? Or no, it's going to be spikes. Oh boy. I didn't think that could actually hit me from there. It can, though. Nope, not happening. Crap. And it costs like 20 or something to use the healing magic, which I unfortunately cannot do. I think we just skipped a part. I think it wanted me to jump on that gear over there, and we just plain skipped it. Alright, looks like there's nowhere else to go here. We gotta ride this up. These levels in this game are long! So much for being able to finish this today. That's not going to happen. What if I go down here? Is there candles that I didn't hit? No, there's nothing. I need health. There's a lot of unavoidable damage in this game. No health. I keep hoping there'll be health. And there's no way to whip the wall to look for the meat. It just shows up in random places. It's a fair game, though. I'll give it that. It's not like a rage-inducing game. It's fair. Alright, so what is this? This better not be a dead end. It's a boss fight. And with no health, but I've got... Oh. It's death. Of course it is. Is this all he does? If that's all he does, he's going to be dead very soon. Oh, he do... Oh my god, that did a lot of damage. And we're all the way back here. This isn't that far back. Alright, next time I'm using that special ability that makes me invulnerable for a short time. I didn't know what to expect there. It's kind of like in Mega Man. You need to feel the boss out before you go all crazy on it. Always do that in Mega Man. If you get to a boss with an extra life, don't go crazy with your special weapons. Try and learn the pattern, learn the weakness, and then go in with a full health bar and knowing exactly what to do. That seemed to work well for the Mega Man games. We got a lot of more Mega Man games to play as well. I've only played Mega Man's 1, 2, and 3. We got a lot of Mega Man to do. I really like that series as well. And then there's Mega Man X. We're also going to do that at some point. Even Mega Man X7, the worst one and one of the most horrible games. We're going to do that one too. Can't say I'm looking forward to that one after seeing it played, but we'll do it. I'm kind of nostalgic in a way, you know, for bad games, too, for some bad games. I don't mind playing a bad game every now and then. I like playing good games, too, but I mean, bad games can have their own charm, too. It's fun to, like, beat a bad game and add it to your list of games defeated. It feels good. That's what I'm trying to get at here, because a lot of people aren't going to put up with a bad game, but I kind of want to, just for the sake of adding them to, yeah, we overcame the crap of this game, let's add it to our defeated list. Thought X6 was the worst one. I'll find out, because we're going to be playing them, without a doubt. I'm going to play through all of them. It'll take a while to get there, but we're definitely going to do it. I don't have the fireball this time. Now I'm going to be in trouble. Is that going to work like a boomerang? Yep. Alright. I'm just going to block it. Just going to play it safe here. I'm not going to play crazy or anything. Just play smart. That was way easier now that I knew he had a fast one coming up. Alright, now we got another upgrade. And we're moving on to the next level. I think there's only a couple more levels left. Maybe we could just finish this game straight up today. Maybe we could do that. I've never seen X6 played, Coffee. Never once. I have seen X7 played, and there's a lot of videos about how bad that game is, and the Flame Hyenard memes and all that stuff. I've seen them all. I'm honestly, in a weird way, looking forward to playing that game. Oh God, what have I done? What have I done? I'm gonna use my invulnerability thing. Alright, well now we wasted it. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and die here, guys. I need all my lives. We have 0. Let's go ahead and start here. Let's just go ahead and start here. I wonder how you get the password. It's not giving me an opportunity to get the password. And I don't want to hit no on continue and the game go back to the title screen. That would suck. Maybe it gives you a password if you don't pick continue there. Kind of worried about that. We have all our lives now, so not anticipating any more trouble from that. Alright. How is this gonna work? Our new weapon? Let's try it. Does it just hit everything on the screen? Apparently that's what it does. Okay. Alright, I don't know how to get past this part. The level just started and we're already in trouble. You know what? I'm just going to get myself killed again. We need all our lives. We need all our lives. So I'm going to die right here. I don't want to get deep into the level and then run out of lives at a part before a checkpoint, and then we have to start all the way back over. That's a waste of time. So let's just go ahead and die again. This level looks like it's going to be tough. The difficulty is starting to spike here. Alright, got all my lives back. It's a Castlevania game. What can I expect here? Later Castlevania games, the later levels are always really difficult. This is going to be probably more of the same, so... They do give you unlimited continues. The only one that doesn't, I think, is, or at least the only one I played that doesn't is Bloodlines. Guess we could try stunning this guy. I don't know what to do here. Oh, you! Alright, screw it. I'll just use the invulnerability to get past this. I don't know how to get past that without taking a hit. Alright, well now we can go left or right. Let's see what's over here on this side first. How about some health? Since I had to put up with that. No health, of course not. Why would we think health would happen? Why on earth would we think we would get health back? What is that? Something trolly, obviously. And it respawns. Alright. I'm going to stun this bat so I can get through the door in case this is a checkpoint, because I don't want to die and go all the way back again. Alright, I have the powered up whip, so we can definitely fight these guys at range. Okay, we can go up here, or we can stay on this floor. No! Spider respawn got me. Alright, now I have to fight this knight guy with nothing. Or we could just go this way. I think I'm just gonna go this way. Screw it. This guy's too dangerous to mess with unless you have a ranged weapon, which I do not right now. Not very generous with hearts, are they? That trolly bat. I knew it was gonna get me. Okay. Now, this Dark Nut, or whatever this is. What they were called in Zelda. I didn't create that name. Alright. Oh, I want that. It despawned when it fell off the screen. Awesome. Might be able to get this guy from here. That was crappy. The power-up fell off the screen. And it doesn't respawn, but the enemies do. Alright, we can beat this guy. Just gotta be a little bit patient here. Dead, alright. Guess I need to check every candle, because you don't know what anything is. Gotta check everything. And there's a new enemy here. Looks like something, a trap launching blades, apparently. Okay, I got that, whatever that was. Probably one heart. That trap's gonna respawn. Ooh, it's just getting tough. I'm gonna stun this guy. Can I duck under his sword strike? I don't know. Oh, now they're putting enemies in the candles? We have to check them. They have to be checked. They have to be. How am I supposed to go up here? This is a good spot to be in, right? Awesome. Take a hit. A hit or hit or two. All right. Why does there be a 1-up hidden in the middle of all these enemies? This is so trolly. Those candles are colored differently from the regular one. No! I don't even think we need to be up there. I think that whole pathway was a dead end. Oh, these guys, you just duck to kill them? You just duck, okay. They're not that bad. That kind of sucks, but I mean, whatever. At least we know there's nothing up there now. Yeah, everything just respawn and wail on me. Just please continue to do so. Nothing I can do about it. I'm just getting my ass whooped here. This is a hard stage, guys. This is a hard stage. I'm struggling with it. And we're almost out of continues again, which, I mean, out of lives again, which means I'm probably going to be back at the very beginning. Oh my god, it's Medusa. Alright. Hey, Scrutinizer, what's going on? They're shade to tell you whether they're fake or not. The lighter ones spawn enemies, the light gray ones spawn items. Yeah, I realized that right at the worst possible second. I was like, oh, I see now. After I like spawned every single enemy that there was to spawn, I then saw that they were differently colored. Scrutinizer, how's it going, man? Hope you're having a great day. You guys check him out as well. Another excellent streamer. Really nice dude. Really friendly. Definitely give him a look when you have time for it. You will not be disappointed. He also likes hacks, like Mario, Super Mario World hacks and stuff like that. Play a lot of the same stuff. Doing pretty good. We beat a Castlevania hack earlier, and now we're giving this Castlevania game here on Game Boy a shot, and it's fun. I like it. Feeling a hell of a lot better in racks, too. That's great. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I know you had to cancel your stream last week, and you haven't been live so far this week. But I definitely hope things are getting better. Looking forward to seeing you again on stream. How far back am I going to go? I knew I was going to lose that fight. Not that far, okay. You don't start the levels completely over. Yeah, there's definitely a time to take a break from streaming if you don't feel good. I totally am 100% with you there. I've had to take a couple of days even when I've had time to stream because just something, I had a really bad headache, I had a cold, something. Some days you just don't have the energy for it or something like that because like when we all go live and stuff, we always strive to do the best we can when we're live. And some days you're just not able to physically do that. Yeah, just chill. Yeah, you'd feel much better just taking some time off and chilling from that. And get back to it Monday through Friday. I know that's your schedule. That would definitely be the thing to do. Alright, so what's gonna happen here? There we go. We got 5 hearts. I don't think that's gonna do anything for me. I think we just need to learn how this fight works. I'm gonna use this power-up thing because she's just gonna take my head off if I don't do it. Now we can face tank. She survived that fight. She's gonna be back later. But yeah, I hope you're having a great Thursday, man. Hope you and Rax are having a nice, chill day. I'm working from home again today, so I always have time for some streaming on those days. Could that have respawned in a worse spot? That better be health. Oh, it's a 1-up. That's even better. Alright. Nice and chill today. I love it. Nothing better than a good chill day. Nothing better. These enemy respawns are just nasty. They are nasty, nasty, nasty stuff. Alright, let's knock these guys out. These were the guys from Zelda 2, those knights, the blue ones that throw daggers at you. That would be big trouble, but these guys are weaklings. If you guys aren't familiar with Zelda 2, we're going to play that at some point. I'm very familiar with it. I played it a lot as a kid, but we're going to do some stuff to make it harder. I love Zelda 2. It's my favorite Zelda game of all time. That's probably a very unpopular opinion, but oh well. Alright, this worm monster, I don't like where it is right now. If we can go get it. All that for some hearts. I can't get enough hearts to actually heal myself. This healing magic spell, I've used it like once. That was good timing on that. Well, I took one hit there, I can live with that. Alright, we definitely have some platforming trouble. A Link to the Past, Zelda 2, and Majora. A lot of people will end up disagreeing with you on Majora's Mask. I've never played it, but I've heard a lot. It's a controversial one, kind of like 2 is. Some people love it, some people hate it. I don't make judgment on games until I actually play them myself. I've heard people that have just absolutely loved that one and others think it's terrible. I haven't played any ones beyond Ocarina of Time. That's the newest one I've played, sadly. I just haven't had time to get to them. 20 hearts to use heal. No wonder I can't get enough to use it. I'm always wasting it on other stuff. So far, the biggest challenge of this game has been like respawning enemies in awkward spots. That's caused me several deaths so far. Alright, this spider, can we get it through the wall? Yeah. Yeah, the Majora's Mask, love it or hate it. I need to try it at some point, just so I can offer my own opinion on it as well. I really, honestly, this is going to probably piss some people off, but I wasn't a big fan of Ocarina of Time. I thought it was just too cryptic. I didn't have a guide for it or anything. I couldn't figure out some of the parts in it. I never ended up finishing it. I thought A Link to the Past, original Zelda, Zelda 2 were just so much better. I've never played the Game Boy one either, Link's Awakening, I believe. I need to play that at some point. It's like the standard good old 2D Zelda. I probably like that more. Dude, I got nothing to work with here. What if this is health down here? Oh, it's not. It was a heart. Well, if I can get a couple more hearts, we can cast a healing spell. Can't go back that way, and that bat above me is going to end up killing me. I'm stuck right here. No, I'm not. I need hearts. I guess we're not going to get them that way. I'm, weirdly enough, Goten, I'm kind of intrigued by Deadly Towers. I played it as a kid, and I thought it actually had potential. I wanted to like it, believe it or not. I wanted to like it, and ever since, I've never really given it a play since. Oh my god, we're going to cast a healing spell. Switch to heals. Yes! That's only the second time I've been able to do that. That's big. I completely saved a death there. That stupid worm or whatever that is. Liked it more as the kid got older and not too big into it now. I just couldn't get into Ocarina of Time for some reason. I know a lot of people love it, but it just really wasn't for me. And then I bought EverQuest, the first major, massively multiplayer RPG in 1999. So, and I kind of got into that. Never really got back into Ocarina of Time ever since then. That was 22 years ago. Holy crap. Guess I need to give it a shot sometime. But yeah, the Deadly Towers I actually want to try and play through, believe it or not. I want to try it. I think I can do it. I played it a lot as a kid. I owned it as a kid. I never really got too far, but I know how the game works and what you're supposed to do. It's just a matter of putting it all together and figuring out where to go and where to get certain power-ups. I think it's doable. I want to try it. I want to try it. I know it's a very hated game, but I truly think there's worse games out there. Back to the Future 2 and 3 on NES, looking at you. You guys don't know what a bad game is, go play Back to the Future Parts 2 and 3 on Nintendo. That's the worst game on the system, in my opinion. Coffee says, hey, Unpopular 2, generally dislike the 3D Zelda games, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Skyward Sword, Stranger loves Zelda 2, then I have a soft spot for Twilight Princess because my son loves Midna. Okay, so you like Zelda 2 as well? I'm so happy about that. Oh my god. We found Alucard. Sonia, I didn't think it was true, but it is you. Alucard, I could say the same. What are you doing here? Listen to me, Sonia. This is not a place for someone like you. But Alucard, this problem concerns only me and my father. I've come to fight the Lord of the Castle. I cannot let my father, Count Dracula, get away with this. I must do this for my mother and for the world that she dearly loved. Please understand. I'm the only one who can make amends for the sins committed by my father. There's no reason for you to get involved in this battle. Sonia, I cannot bear to lose you too. Now turn back. He's not going to turn back. Thank you, Alucard, but you're probably right. In fact, you have always made the right decisions. But I have no intention of going back now. Just as your father has granted strength from the evil deity to conquer the world, I have been granted strength to fight your father. I will not run away. We all decide our own fate. It was you who taught me that, Alucard. Alright, Sonia, then show me this strength you believe so strongly, and for I too want to believe. Let us test this strength on me. Prepare yourself. Alright, so I'm gonna have to fight him. He's got a lunging sword attack. Turns into a bat. Fireballs. Doing good so far. Let's see if this will keep up. I got more firepower than you. I'll win this if that continues, see? Ow! I had no idea you'd become so strong. That was kind of anticlimactic. Oh, Alucard. Looks like this time it is I who have learned a lesson. Alucard, did you purposely? No, Sonia, you have made me believe in your strength. Alucard, I'm so sorry. These two get together at some point, I bet. I'm just getting the vibes from that. Do not trouble yourself about it, Sonia. Now I must sleep. Fear we shall not meet again. Farewell, my beloved, my beautiful vampire hunter. Alucard, I will never forget you. Farewell, dear Alucard. Alright. Well, thanks for the help, buddy. I mean, you could have joined me. Could have joined in. Like you helped Trevor. Why didn't you help out here? Uh-oh. I've never seen the Midna character, Coffee. I'm so far behind on Zelda games. I'll have to look what that character... I think maybe that character was in Smash Brothers, was like one of the spirits. I'll have to look that up. That was like the easiest boss fight ever. I totally did not see that coming right there. That was a piece of cake. I don't know what happened there. That was super easy. Those spikes hurt me. I had to find out. Alright, so we got this. What's this thing do? We got another power-up. But yeah, I'm not a fan of 3D Zelda games either. I like the original, old classic ones. Those are my favorites. With Zelda 2 being my favorite. We're going to do some Zelda 2 on stream. I got some challenges lined up for it. Like, we're going to try not level up life any. And not level up the sword any. And see if it's possible to beat the game. I wonder if it is. We will find out. I'm getting stuck in the wall. Alright, that fish man's trolling the crap out of me. Is this the last level? We might be almost done with this game already. If so, then we'll have to... See, I didn't find all the collection items. Which means we'll have to play it again at some point in the future to get the true ending. That's what we're going to get. But apparently not this time. That's alright, we'll see what the bad ending's like. I'm one heart away from being able to heal up. We gotta do that. Awesome. I'm guessing this is the last level here. Let's find Dracula. And see what kind of fight it's gonna be. Is that water gonna hurt me? No. It's not. Not a very long game. Of course, we have been moving through it at a fairly decent clip here. I haven't gotten, like, stuck too long on any one part. That's been pretty good. News just came out, the composer for the Dragon Quest series is... Oh my god, that's terrible. That's terrible. I love that series. I've played most of the Dragon Quest games, and there's some really excellent music. I am very sorry to hear that. That is a shame, because future Dragon Quest games are not going to have the same music style then without him. I didn't mean to use that. Jesus. Alright, I guess we'll just face tank our way through everything while that's up. That went the wrong way. Alright. Died on the 30th of September. I hate that. I hate that. The original Dragon Quest game that came out in like 1987, it was called Dragon Warrior in the US. They were trying to go for some extra action type stuff. But it was called Dragon Warrior. I played it when I was like 7 years old. Alright, can we just hide in this little alcove here and this guy can't hurt me? Apparently. You know, I'll have to read up on that K4, that's really unfortunate. I think there's another Dragon Quest game in the works. They don't come out very frequently. I just finished 11 like 2 years ago. But it takes them 4 or 5 years to do new Dragon Quest games. What is this? It's like nothing. What? These bats are really trolly. It's hard not to take a hit from them. Alright, nothing up there. We have to go this way. Go with Dark Nut. And not gonna get the hearts. Not gonna get them. Cool. Alright, one more heart and I can heal up. Hopefully this will be it right here. Will be, okay. We have multiple paths to go here. I want this bat to die. Well, I guess I'm going this way. This is going to drop me back down, isn't it? I can tell. This is going to be that hole. Oh, I didn't know you could drop... I didn't know you could drop down a floor like that. That's cool. That's like in Contra or something. Yeah, it does really suck. I hate to hear it. Definitely hate that. I've even used Dragon Quest music in RPG Maker. I don't make any commercial products on RPG Maker. You can borrow music from other games and stuff as long as you don't sell the actual game you make. And the Dragon Quest music has been some of my favorites to include in RPG Maker stuff that my girlfriend and I mess with off-screen. I haven't had time to do that in a while, though. RPG Maker is very, very time-consuming. but I love dabbling with it. Why are we fighting these guys? Just keep moving. I have this impulse to fight everything I see. Guessing this is the last level here, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going the right way or not. I'm just going. I'm just moving as I see fit here. This has been a good game, though. I've really enjoyed this. We're going to have to go back and play it again one day to get the true ending, though, because it's not going to sit well with me getting a bad ending. But the problem is you don't know if you've gone the wrong way until it's too late. Like, you get to the boss fight, and you fight the boss, and then you're not able to go back to that level anymore, and you miss the special item. Like, here we have collection items. We've got an axe and a sword. But I missed all the other ones so far, and I really didn't know where to look for them. This would have been a good game to have as a kid. It would have kept you occupied looking for the hidden items while you're in the car instead of bugging your parents to death, asking, are we there yet, every 5 minutes like I used to do. That's why I had a decent amount of Game Boy games as a kid. I had like 15 or 16 Game Boy games as a kid, which was more than most people, because my mom didn't mind buying them for me because they kept me quiet in the car. Metroid 2 was a really tough one to beat as a kid. That was really, really long and confusing. It didn't have a map. It took me so long to beat Metroid 2 on Game Boy. I brought some like scratch paper in the car and stuff to try and make my own maps and stuff, and that had mixed results, but I did eventually finish the game, so I guess it worked out in the end. Alright, this guy's gotta die. Perfect place for him to reach. Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna hit me. Freaking stupid, man. Oh my god, is this endlessly repeating? No, it's not. Okay. Now I can go up, down, or right. Let's go ahead and use heal. Get my health back. Fine. Up or down, I don't know. Alright, looks like there's just power-ups or something down here. Of course there's health right after I waste all my hearts casting the spell for it, of course. Perfect. Metroid 2, I got not one good memory of playing that. I watched AM2R a few years back, and I was like, I have no memory of this place. Metroid 2 was a frustrating game to play through. The world was huge, and there was no map. And because of the Game Boy's limited memory, they had to reuse a lot of the same textures. So, are we at Dracula? We are. Here we go. So, about Metroid 2, you got so lost in that game because everything looked the same everywhere and with no map, so I had a terrible time getting through that one. So here's Dracula. He says, "You have done well, my girl. In fact, you are the first human who has come this far. You have my praise. You are the Prince of Darkness. Because of you, many people have died, many people have suffered. Oh no, my dear, I've merely done what you humans wish for, fulfilling your insatiable desires." Yeah, the music was great, Coffee. I really like the music in that game. People must fulfill their dreams with their own power. You have been consumed by the power of evil, no longer have the strength to determine your own fate. Silence. On the contrary, I'm just the one to use this power, and I'll be the king who rules over the entire world. Give yourself to me, young lady. Maybe merit having your power and having your presence. My strength will only be used to protect the world, Lord of Darkness. Prepare to suffer for trifling with so many lives. As you wish, girl, then it is your fate to kneel before my power. You'll see. You can't destroy the projectiles. It's gonna be just like the other battle, so we're gonna need to be at distance here. Yeah, we need to be at max range. I don't have enough hit points left to heal, enough magic left to heal. He's gonna get me this time. Damn it! Ugh! I don't start back at him? Oh, that sucks. Wow, we don't start back at Dracula, guys. We don't even start close to him. Oh, good lord. This is a long way back. Alright, so here's the new plan. Get to Dracula with 20 hearts so I can heal during the fight. That's the new plan. Wow, I thought maybe we would start back at him as long as I had lives, but no, we're all the way back here again. And I don't have a powered up whip, so we're gonna have a hard time hitting this guy. Good freaking God, alright. Well, no one said it would be easy. I wonder if this Dracula has two forms. Yeah, I'm scared about that. I thought the fight against him actually, it went pretty well. I did land a lot of hits. One of these trolly bats. There was nothing down there, no. Go through this hallway again. Wonderful. Oh, that's crap. I thought I could land a couple of hits and get away from him. I can't do it. Go ahead, respawn the bat. Oh, God! You have to take a hit from some of these guys. Can I hit the knight and then jump back up? That's my next question. Okay, it might be possible. He's got a lot of reach with that sword. I have to be careful not to respawn him, too. If I move too far to the left, he'll respawn. Thought I could finish him off there. Oh my God. Alright, Coffee, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. You have a good night. Sorry I couldn't finish it before you had to go. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for hanging out, dude. I will definitely catch you later. Saving our worst battle for last here. And this part of these levels are nasty, man. They're tough. Okay. I wonder if I continue, I start right back there too, or is it even going to put me even further back if I continue? And that's a good question I have now. I'm really curious about that now. Let's not take hits from these bats. That would make things much better if I could avoid damage from these bats. Okay. I didn't know you could drop through the floor like that. That's not a Castlevania move. It is not. That didn't happen in previous Castlevania games, but apparently it is a thing in this one. Probably better to just face tank these guys and take a hit that way. If they actually touch you with their sword, it does 3 damage instead of 1. I think it's best just to do it like this. If I remember right, there's a meat you can get coming up here that'll make a difference. I wasted hearts on it last time. That bat, man, and I knew it was going to do that. A hallway of hell here to get through. Alright, so there was meat down there. We're going to go get it. Clear this bat out. Let's pick this stuff up. Hope I can get enough hearts to get to 20 before the Dracula fight. Doesn't look like that might happen. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. That sucks. If I could get enough hearts to heal during... Nope, the hearts don't respawn. I mean, the candles don't respawn. That's kind of crappy. We're going to be too short. Oh my god, too short. Well, I can use something. I haven't even tried this thing yet. Alright, we've seen the cutscene. Damn. I'm using this. This makes me invincible for a short time. And it's going to be enough to do some heavy damage to him. Well, well, you're a worthy foe. You've lasted much longer than most. Prepare yourself. Oh, I've just been toying with you so far. I knew it. Now it's time to get serious. Now I don't have any health. Oh my god, this is... Oh! Oh, I'm all the way back here! Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. What if there's just 20 hearts to pick up here? What if I could get 20 hearts? I didn't even use any in the last fight. God. This is my last life, too. I could get into that fight with 20 hearts. Most of my health. Then we could do this. As things stand, it doesn't look promising. Does not look very promising. And that is cruel putting me this far back. Go ahead and hit me. Just go ahead. Just ruin everything. I don't think I've missed a heart yet. We need to see if we can get them all. And if there's 20... we're in business here. Nothing hidden here. Also have to win these fights without taking too much damage. If that guy hits me with a sword, it's over. I want the bat to come for me, but I don't think it's going to happen. It'll happen once I'm already down here. Now I'm going to go into Dracula without full health again. What if it started the Dracula fight on phase 2? Wouldn't that be cool? That'll never happen. You can crouch and walk at the same time. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, so it's actually possible to kill those guys. No! Stupid bat. Alright, we're gonna get health back here. Some health. See, we're still injured. What if there's enough hearts for me to learn to do the heal, though? I'll have to take a hit. I can't let that heart... We're going to come up one short arm. I didn't mean to use that! I screwed it over. We're done. Alright, I'm going to be starting over now. And there was enough hearts. I just totally ruined it, guys. That was totally on me. I ruined it. I didn't mean to use that special move. It's over now. Might as well use my heal. I totally screwed that up. How ridiculously awful. This was so doable, too. I had it. Had everything I needed right there. Oh, I didn't know you could go behind them like that. That's... Now my only worry is how far back am I going to be sent when I continue. Alright, whatever. Let's go ahead and kill me here. Am I going to be at the same place? Yeah, we're just back here again. Okay, I can work with that. So the checkpoints count for the continues too. Alright, we are definitely going to do it this time. I hope. I hope. I think there's just enough hearts to pick up to get 20. I think there's just enough. Get rid of this bat. You don't want to hit that candle. You hit that candle, you're screwed over. This guy has to die first. I know what to do now. I know exactly what to do now, and this is going to be totally doable. Not going to get the true ending, though. We didn't get all the items. Come back to it another day. Just trying to outrun that bat. Nope, the one below is gonna... Even a couple of hits here and there can ruin everything. Hallway of hell here. Shit! Might not be this attempt. Might not be this attempt. He got me with the sword. You're screwed. Not gonna have enough health. Gotta play better. I gotta play better here. I gotta play better here, or it's just not gonna happen. There's no room for error here. I can't trigger the bat first. It's not happening. some health to work with. Not as good as it could have been. Could have been better. We have to pick the hearts up whether I take a hit or not. Have to pick them up. Alright, so what we're going to have here is a decent attempt. Not ideal. I'm down more health than I would have liked to have been, but whatever. How do you not take a hit there? How do you not take a hit there? Or there? I'm gonna have to... And I have to not take a hit there at the beginning. Can't take a hit there. Cannot take a hit there. That ruined it. Gotta pick up the heart. Gotta pick it up. Pick it up. Can't miss one. A lot of mistakes. Lots of mistakes. Not gonna happen if I can't get these mistakes under control. Kinda glad you don't start at Dracula now, because then you wouldn't be able to pick all this stuff up that you need to fight him with. Give you just enough hearts to use the heal spell. That's got to be by design. That has got to be by design. Let's move over here. Come on. Extra bat to deal with on the bottom. That's going to cause another little bit of a problem. It respawned. Okay. This is getting stressful. There's no pattern to doing this part. I'll take a hit. I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. There's no other way to do it except take the hit. I'll take it. That sword lunge attack they have is very random. No! I did not mean to use that! It's so easy to accidentally use that. It's so easy. Alright, so we don't have the invulnerability thing now. Awful, man. It's awful. Gotta dodge. Must dodge. Nope. Nope. Alright, I can heal myself. But we have to do... The hitbox! The hitbox! Bad hitbox! Awful hitbox right there. I'll just take a hit here. I have to pick that up. I have to pick it up. I have to pick it up. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Just kill me. Kill me. Taking too many hits. I'm my own worst enemy here. I've screwed this up by hitting the wrong button more times than I can count. I can't accidentally use that special power. That invulnerability thing. I can't use that early. It's so easy to accidentally do it. And why does Dracula look like a bulldog? That's what he looks like in that second form. That looks like a bulldog. If I fail on this attempt, I'm going to take another short break. I'm really disappointed in myself right now. Very, very, very disappointed in myself because I've had opportunity and I've not taken advantage of it. Very, very, very disappointed in my own play here. The difficulty level of the game is fine. The problem is 100% me. This is definitely not the game's doing. They give me ample opportunity to deal with that fight. I'm just not able to do what I need to do it. There's more than enough opportunity to defeat that fight very fairly. He was probably close to dead on that last try. Take a chance here. I'll take a chance. Not good enemies to take a chance on. That sword strike does a lot of damage. It's better than being hit by the sword. That does 3 points of damage if you let that hit you. Alright, Retro fan. Take care, dude. Sorry for not playing very well here. I'm doing a terrible job. This is on me. You have a great day, dude. I will definitely catch you later. Probably see you in Mr. Yeti's channel. Stupid bat. Alright. Alright, we're full health. Now get the rest of the hearts. Don't use the special power, and everything's gonna be okay. Alright, this is the best I've ever done to get here with 20 hearts, special power not used, and full health. This is the 3 check marks we needed are done here. Alright, Dracula, let's go. That sucks. I'm not going to use the special thing till phase 2. Or try and get away with it for not using it as long as I possibly can. That's a mistake. Alright, we are in really good shape here. Dracula's a bulldog. Yeah, I used my health. I'm gonna use this. How much health does he have? More than I can handle. More than I can handle. More than I can handle. Wow. Just wow. I got there with everything I needed that time and still couldn't beat him. Alright. Short break. Gotta run to the bathroom again. Be right back. Oh man, this is a really tough part. Respawn the bat. Perfect. There's just no room for error here. That was a perfect run last time, and I still didn't do it. I thought it was going to be easy if I could get there with everything. Apparently not. And I have to be very precise and careful doing this level because we need every heart and we need to avoid taking as much damage as possible. Very little room for error here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this bat before it chases me up here. I hate this hallway right here. This hallway is terrifyingly tedious. It's just very tedious. Because of how careful you have to be here. Shouldn't have done that. Should not have tried that. This is not the place to be trying things. Not the place for it. Alright, we're pretty good on health here. I can take a few extra hits here and it'll be fine. Boy, a 1cc run in this would be tough. This game did not start out that hard, but this last part's definitely tough. Alright, don't use the special power. So easy to hit A and B by accident at the same time here. It's really easy to do that. They give you just enough hearts to heal here, Goten, and use the invulnerability thing. The Dracula fight, I got here with enough hearts to heal, and I've got the invulnerability thing, and I still can't beat Dracula. There's 2 phases to this Dracula fight. It's tough. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the time we're going to beat him. I'm here with everything I need again. I was wasting a lot of hearts earlier on stupid stuff. You really need to be able to heal. Come on. Where's he gonna be? Can I dodge him here? Nope, I could not. Shit. Shit. It's over. It's over. It's over. Didn't do what I needed to do. The hell ever. Now we're phase 2. I'm not going to succeed. How much health does he have? I can't duck under that. Yeah, I can. Oh, did I finally get him? Oh no, this cannot be. Me losing to a human? Poor man. It must be difficult to understand why you, who possess eternal life, are about to perish. Humans are granted such a precious short life in comparison to yours, but in that short time we are able to love and to live for someone else. There must have been a time when you too cherished the bonds with the ones you loved. We humans are not so foolish to throw away all of that in exchange for the power you received. Thanks for the GGs. Man, my heart's beating like 90 miles an hour here. Does anyone else see Dracula's head there as looking kind of like a bulldog? That's what I see for some reason. Goten, oh my god, dude, 500 bits! Oh my god, so kind, man. Oh my god. Dude, thank you so much. So kind, man. Big 500 bits. Jeez. I don't deserve it, man. But I thank you so much. Just thank you. There's no place in this world for the likes of you. You were already defeated when you accepted the power of the darkness. Don't let it go to your head, girl. You really think the likes of you can destroy me? You're a fool just as Alucard was. Listen to me. Darkness will never die out as long as there's light in the world. I am the ruler of that darkness, and I will rise again and again as long as people like you are alive. Again and again, I tell you. Ha ha ha. When that happens, someone will appear before you to take my place. If it is my fate to again be a vampire hunter, I will be ready. No, I will gladly accept that destiny. But until your soul is saved, until all the evil desires in the world are exhausted, goodbye, ruler of evil. Goodbye, O woeful prince of darkness. There's not another fight, is there? Thank God there's not. Okay. We didn't get all the special items, though. That sucks. I'll play it again sometime, and we'll try and do a better job. Guys, I did a terrible job on that last level. Let's not make any excuses here. That was shitty play by me. I like the graphics in this. They're great. But an enjoyable game, I agree, Coyote. Thus, the fear of darkness continued to envelop the world was lifted single-handedly by a young girl. The ending was good there. Hit score, 1,010. Is that my top score? Wow, that seems kind of low. So there's apparently a good ending, too? No good ending. Okay, then what's the purpose of getting all that extra stuff? Is that just, like, completely optional? Because that was a really cool ending. I don't see how they could have done any better than that. It was a better ending than Ghosts and Goblins. Congratulation, and you feel strongeth welling in your body and all that stuff. I enjoyed that game a lot, by the way. I did not do a good job on the last level. I did awful. I accidentally used my special power a couple of times. I didn't get enough hearts. Took too many hits from the knights when I didn't need to. That level was a jumbled mess of everything. But we got through it. I'm just happy we got through it. And thank you again, Goten, for the 500 bits. So very kind, man. And you're not only kind to me, you're kind to all kinds of other streamers as well. And we really appreciate you, man. Really do. You are just so nice to everyone in this little retro gaming community that we all hang out in each other's channels in. It just thanks a lot, man. Thanks so much. Always a pleasure. And then you know what's not a pleasure is that this game's not canon, apparently, like you guys said. That's disappointing because I enjoyed it. We didn't need any passwords to get through it. A lot of times, sometimes we just make it through a game without needing the passwords. Presented by Konami. These were back in the days when Konami was a badass company, making badass games just like this.